We have got a phone call. Someone was just flipping the channels and came upon this show. They were wondering what happens after you receive a notice of default. I assume this is the first notice of default. Mm-hmm. What happens?
Well, when you receive a notice of default, it usually gives a date by which it sets a foreclosure date. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean you just do nothing and wait for the date to happen as your house, is sold on the courthouse steps, which is literally what happens.
And Missouri is the second fastest state
Yes.
in the country relative to once the default notice has occurred, up to as short as 21 days.
But you can go across the river to Illinois. Illinois has a judicial process where you would actually have to go to court, and it might take a year before the foreclosure would happen. Missouri, there's no judicial protection at all. You've got a deed of trust on your house, and that trustee is empowered by the document that you signed to go ahead and foreclose if you've defaulted. So the thing is, when you get that notice, call immediately. First, if you haven't spoken to your lender by that point, call right then, but also call a housing counseling agency. Let us see if there's a way that we can help.
Open your mail, answer your phone.
Yes.
I know it's scary, I know it's frustrating, you really don't want to talk to them because maybe you don't have a good answer for them. Mm-hmm. But again, if you don't do that, you're not in a position to try to save your home.
I think most people don't really realize the options that may be out there. They just think they have to come up with this pile of money, when in fact there are workout plans. Sometimes the lender is willing to take the arrearage and put it on the back end of the loan or do some other kind of arrangement. So instead of being scared or kind of assuming that it can only go down one way, call somebody who's going to be able to give you some good advice.
Okay.